Welcome to my Relax Your Jaw at Home Zoom session. Today will be a 15-minute session and we will start with some breath work, then we will do some neck rotation and some shoulder work today, then we'll do some tongue stretches and we will then finish with some jaw massage. So we'll be doing our jaw massage inside and outside of the mouth, so just make sure that you have got clean fingers. And if you do have your massage ball handy, then please also have that nearby. That'd be great. Any ball's good, so even if you don't have this particular one, any ball will be great. So all right, so let's just make sure that you're sitting nice and comfortably. Shoulders are soft, your feet grounded firmly to the floor. You can just close your eyes for a moment and just really feel where you're at. Feel any tension in the jaw, in the shoulders. And just notice what's going on in this moment. Take a few deep breaths. As you exhale, try and soften the thoughts, soften your jaw, soften your mind. A couple more deep breaths. And then gently rubbing the palm of the hands together and just place them on the jaw just for a moment and just swallow away any tension that's in the throat. Swallow away any tension that's in the mind, in the shoulders, just let it go. And then gently releasing the fingers. And then from there, we're going to come into our neck rotation. So we're going to bring the chin down to the chest to start with, very slowly. And then back to center. And then we'll take it over to the left, as far over as you can. So notice how far you can go this time. You might not be very far, that's okay. Just notice how far you can look over that left shoulder. And then back to center. And then right to the right, looking over to the right side. Again, notice how far over you can look. Back to center. And then this time, if it's comfortable for you to do so, looking up and taking the chin as high as you can. And then back gently to center. So if there's any pain at all doing this, then don't do it and just take a few moments to breathe softness into the body. Otherwise, we'll do it another again. This time, see if you can go a little bit further on that movement. So we'll take the chin down to the chest to start with. Shoulders soft. And gently then back, bringing the chin to neutral. Then we're going to look over to the left side. And see if you can look over just a little bit more. Hold it there for a couple of breaths. Shoulders soft. And then back to center. And then to the other side, looking over that right shoulder. Shoulders relaxed. See if you can just look over a little bit further. And then back gently to center. This time we're going to look up and take the gaze as high as you can, taking the chin as high, and then when it's as high as it can be, you're then going to open the jaw wide and then close. You should feel a nice stretch all the way down the front of the throat. And then just bringing some movement into the shoulders. Just some gentle shoulder shrugs to start with. In one direction. And then in the other. Again, just noticing which side is a bit tighter, whereabouts is that tension. And if you can, as you exhale, try and soften that area of the body. And then gently release. We're then going to bring our elbows touching in front of us. And we're going to rotate the elbows backwards, taking the shoulders nicely back behind us, as wide as you can, and then bringing them back to center. See if you can do it nice and slowly. That will just help to open up the fascia through the shoulders, through the back of the neck. One more. And then the other way around. So again, making sure the elbows are kissing in the middle, and then we're going to do the other way around this time. Shoulders soft. You can close your eyes if you really want to feel into that softness. One more. And then gently release and just shake out the shoulders. That whole area should be starting to feel a bit softer now. And then we'll come now onto our shoulder boxes. So we're going to take the shoulders as high as you can, as far forward as you can, and peel them back. Take them back as far back as you can. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, soften and relax. One more. Shoulders as far forward as you can. Take them as high as you can. Peel them back. And then exhale. Release. And again, just bring some movement into the shoulders. We'll now come into our tongue exercises. So we're going to start with the neutral tongue. So we're going to check that the roof of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth just in front of the top teeth. And we're going to take the tongue back towards the throat. So what you may feel is or hear is a little click in that sort of area, then dragging the tip of the tongue back to the throat. Again, notice that one side may open a bit more easily than the other. Just do one more. And then gently release. And from here, we're coming into the lion's breath. So we're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to take the tongue as far out as you can. So really stretch the tongue. It's a really good one just to open up the jaw. And as you do that, you can also let the breath out too. So we'll take a deep breath in. Doesn't look great on camera. I'll give you a warning. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let the tongue go as far as you can and open the mouth and breathe out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. See this time if you can really take the tongue out a little bit further to really try and open up all of through there. Take another deep breath in. And then gently release, rubbing the palm of the hands together. Place them onto the jaw and just take a few breaths there. And then we're going to start with our masseter massage. We're going to use the pads of the fingers and we're just going to gently rotate from just near the ear area all the way down to the chin in one direction and then back in the other. Again, you can close your eyes to really feel any areas of tension, any areas of tightness, restriction. And then this time as you come down, do the same way. And then as we come up, we're going to take our thumbs underneath the chin and just release through that fascia all the way through the front part of that mandible, the jaw. And again, so rotating down towards the chin. And then taking the thumbs under and then pressing into release. Again, you may find that one side is tighter. My right side is definitely tighter today. So just be kind, be aware. One more. And then gently release. And then we're going to come into our temporalis. So we're going to take the fingers to the top of the head to start with. And we're just going to strip down that fan shell-shaped muscle, just dripping down towards the ears. The front, the middle of the head, and strip down. You may come across little areas of tightness, little trigger points. You can just see if you can melt into those. And then we can come to the side of the head now, just above the temples, and then we're going to press into with our fingers and back to the back of the head. This muscle can get really tight when you have a sort of tight jaw. If you want to, you can open your jaw slightly. You can just feel that muscle working. There. One more. And you can even try doing the rotation of the temporalis as well, using the pads of your fingers to start with, and either going down or back, whatever works, whatever you feel is what you need today. And then if you do have your massage ball handy, we'll come into our massage ball temporalis release. And you can just very gently just use the ball just to rotate in one direction. Just checking in with your jaw, making sure that as you're doing this, that it's nice and soft. And again, you will find areas that are tighter, more intense. That's normal. Just see if you can soften and let go. And then the other side. Start rotating down the muscle fibers to start with. And then try across. And then gently release. And then before we come into our intraoral techniques, we're actually going to bring our fingertips to the forehead, to the middle of the forehead, and we're going to strip the forehead muscle down to the temples and then all the way to the chin. Again, it should feel quite nice, quite relaxing, particularly as you're coming over the jaw area. One more. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just soften. And then release. Now we're coming to our intraoral techniques. We're going to take our index finger and place our index finger on the bottom teeth, on the top of the bottom teeth, and then we'll start with the right finger first, and we're going to take it all the way to the right side of the mouth. And when we come to the end of the right side of the mouth, we come across sort of a bit more of a muscular structure. It's there when we're going to start to just press into it and melt it. So when you come across an area or a tightness, we're then just softening that, fascia release. It almost feels like butter melting or bubbles popping. It's all normal. And that's your medial pterygoid. And then we'll do the lateral pterygoid on the same side. So you can use your little finger or index finger again, place it on the top of the bottom teeth. Then we're going to take it all the way to the end of the right side of your mouth. And this time we're going to come inward slightly. So almost inward and up towards almost the eye socket, but from inside. This is the lateral pterygoid, and it can feel quite intense. So just be mindful, but that's normal. And release. And just be aware of how the right side feels compared to the left now. If there's any difference, you might feel some warmth on the right side. And then we're going to come on to the other side. So we're going to take the left finger and place it on top of the bottom teeth, all the way over to the left-hand side. And release. And then we'll do the same for the lateral pterygoid. So again, the finger goes on top of the bottom teeth all the way to the left-hand side and then inward now towards the eye socket, almost internally. And the lateral pterygoid can feel quite intense. It can definitely be more of an intense sensation when you're releasing it. And gently release, and then rubbing the palm of the hands together, placing them over the jaw joints, just closing your eyes. Take a moment just to feel softness in your jaw, softness in your breath, softness in your mind. Take a deep breath in and exhale, release. And that concludes the session. I hope you're feeling softer, and I hope you can take that softness through your weekend and for the rest of the week.